Good midday, good midday to each and every one of you. This is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad. I am so sorry. I do apologize. I did not put out notification. Um, I just didn't do any of that. It's been an extremely long day. So I'm praying that as I am on, that you will know that I am here. I'll do better tomorrow, but today had to get up real early. I had to take my truck to a new dealership um, because the dealership that I bought the truck from was too trifling and lazy to honor the warranty that's on the vehicle. Um, Not an extended warranty, but the actual warranty because my car comes from Canada, and the dealership that I went to is at least an hour away from where I live. And they were more than gracious and kind to do what needed to be done, but I had to get up early. I was already kind of tired from being in Columbus on yesterday at Barbara's homegoing celebration. So I got a little sleep. I got up. I did what I needed to do. So I do apologize, but I see y'all getting on here. So I'm grateful to God for that. Stephanie, Vernice, Ann, Minister Sarah, Rhonda, Sharon, um, Minister Faye, Jemison, Laverne. Thank y'all so much for being here. Please share. Just let folk know that I'm on. And I'm going to try here to put a notification out. Yeah, I love the vehicle. Um, it is a excellent vehicle, but it had an issue. It's a factory issue. It's a factory issue. It's covered, and they just decided that. So and the Lord always. Thank you, Ann, for sharing. Carolyn, bless you. The Lord always has a way. Um, and again, I would recommend a Genesis to anybody. I got two of them. But when you have a dealership that sells you the vehicle that does not want to honor or go through the process because it's a Canadian vehicle, it was built in Canada. You know, who in the White House, the United States and Canada are not the best of friends. Cecile, how are you? Tell Larry we said hi. Hey, Jaleesa. And so I'm not frustrated. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. Okay. Um, Lavonda, I'm really okay. It just my appointment was for 7 a.m. And because it was for 7 a.m., I had to get up at 4:30 so that I could. Yeah, it is what it is, and I'm not gonna get on here and complain and whine and all of that. But it's just, and the Lord just has a way. The Lord has a way. Hold on a second. Katrina was calling me. She knows I'm on my. Um. So again, I'm good, and it because I am who I am, Dr. James. I have moved my warranty work and my extended warranty work to the new dealership. I figure like this: if you're that trifling and lazy that you won't do what needs to be done to honor factory work, there's no needing you dealing with my vehicles when factory work um, guarantees are over. So I figured the other dealership can get my money. That's kind of how I look at stuff. I don't argue. I'm not going to do all of that stuff. Nancy, Trinette, Pat, Kathy. So I'm cool. It's just been a long 3 weeks. Thank you, James. Appreciate it, sir. It's been a long 3 weeks, and it's an amazing moment and an amazing time. So, Chaplain Hearns, bless you. And hey, I'm good. Okay, now I do have a question for you, and I think this question is significant. I think it's pertinent. I think it's powerful because, Pearl, how are you? We all have to deal with how God deals with us. And we all have to deal with God on his intentionality and his perpetuity behind everything he does. Ooh, Carolyn Richardson. I need us to get this because there are days and times in all of our lives when we have to go through. We have to experience. Thea, bless your heart for being here. There are times when God does not make sense. There are times, and I think if I'm not mistaken, the last snapshot that I talked about, I was dealing with the refurbishing of furniture, how the veneer has to be stripped, the stain has to be stripped off of the furniture, and it has to be sanded. It goes through this process of restoration. And the amazing thing about it is that as the veneer and the polish and the wax and everything is sanded down, and that the nicks and the scratches are removed through a process of sanding and the placing of the putty in the places where there are nicks and scratches, and in the midst of that, the amazing thing about it is you can't put the new on to the old furniture until the defects have been Lord, I hope you're getting this. And I think, Minister Sarah, I think you're catching this. And so what God has to do, and what is essential for God to do, is to do something for you. To do, oh my God, you know what? Hold on just a second, y'all. Okay, that's fine. Oh, Jesus, have mercy, help me. And so in the midst of this, here's what God does. Y'all ready for this? I want you to get this if you don't get anything else. Here's what God does. God, after the restoration process, LMA, dear, how are you? After the Bobby McKenzie, after the restoration process is over with, then the new stain and the new veneer and the new polish is placed upon that item that is being restored. And can I tell you something? When the carpenter is done, there are no defects, there are no flaws, you would never know that the furniture was old because it gives the appearance of being brand new. Now, it's still the same wood, it's still the same design, but it has been restored. Can I tell y'all what God, if you remember when the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah to go down to the potter's house, the Bible says that as he was working on the clay, it was marred. And so he didn't throw it away. But what he did was he put it back on the wheel and he added some more water to it because it needed to be pliable. And then he resculpted it into what he wanted it to be. And the funny thing about it is, when he got done, it was a beautiful masterpiece in the potter's eyes. And so here's the thing that I need us to get, I need us to understand, I need us to recognize, because this is overwhelmingly important. God uses adversity. God uses trials and trouble and issues and inconsistencies. Hey, Linda, he uses all of that stuff that we consider to be harsh, that we consider to be insensitive, that we consider to be obstacles, that we consider to be mistakes and letdowns and disappointments. And he uses each and every one of them to strip the old veneer of who we are so we can be transformed into the image of his son. He wants to bless you. He wants to transform you. He wants to restore you. And sometimes the greatest path of healing involves embracing the hurt, trusting that God is after the greater good. Oh, y'all didn't catch that, okay? Just as an athlete endures painful workouts to get to the next level, God often uses pain in our lives to make us stronger. Let me just parenthetically ask this question. Are you not better on the other side of your last trial? Are you not more consistent? Are you not more diligent? Are you not more faithful? Are you not more diligent? Aren't you more I can't even think of the word that I want to use, because what you are now could have never been accomplished if it hadn't been for the process. And I didn't say, Rhonda Gilmer, that it didn't hurt. I didn't say that it didn't make you cry. I didn't say that it didn't make you feel rejected or dejected. But after God got done with you, you are now more determined than any other time in your life to be everything that God has preordained for you to be. You're stronger. Your prayer life is better. Your study is better. Your sensitivity to other people are better. Your in tuneness to what God is doing is more intuitive. It's more sensitive. So God doesn't have to use a whole lot of stuff to get your attention because he's got that. Gelada, I'm trying to help people to understand. And so rather than, and I done ran over because I got distracted for a couple of minutes. Rather than being mad and mean and hateful and vengeful and all of that, can we not bless him in the midst of your pain? Can we not glorify him in the midst of the process? Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why? If God did not have greater for you, the pain and the process would have never showed up. Because God is so committed to your success, because God is so committed to your victory, because God is so committed to you coming for, it's okay, Denise, coming forth better on the other side of it. He would have never allowed these issues to come. Listen, so what do? Quit complaining, quit griping, quit being mean, quit being hateful, quit being vengeful, quit being vindictive. Lay aside every weight and every sin that so easily besets us, because we got a race to run. And I hope you're ready for what I'm about to say, because I got to get off here because I done ran over too long. What has happened would have never happened if he had not planned on you winning. LaShawn, good to have you. You didn't hear what I said. None of this, not one thing that you have had to endure, would have come into your life if he did not plan for you to win, for you to be more than a conqueror, for you to be the head and not the tail. I got to go. I got to go. Love y'all with the love of Jesus, who is the Christ. Stay strong and in the power of his might. Quit whining for my whiners. Quit whining. Quit looking for everything to be perfect, because you are in the process of perfecting, of perfection, of molding, of being generated and regenerated. Stop all of that, because you're missing out on the power of the purpose. And the stuff that you think you missing out on, you're going to find out you didn't need it anyway. I got to go. Love y'all with the love of Jesus, who is the Christ. I got to roll. May God bless you. May he keep you, is our prayer.